Good afternoon and welcome to a first for the Virginian Review as we do a podcast. And what we're going to try to do each week is get a different school, a different athletic team from the area, and get you up to speed with the kids, with the coaches, and hopefully this is something that'll catch on. If you like it, let me know that you like it. I'm on Twitter. Message us on the internet, on Facebook, and let us know that you like it. I'm proud to be with these three guys today to introduce them, Coach Gary Burdett from the Allegheny football team, and a pair of seniors that are having outstanding seasons, Luke Byer to my far left and Tyler Broofman to my immediate left. Coach Burdett, we'll talk first. You got to be really proud of your football team. 5 weeks in, you're 4-1. And playing pretty well.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Really proud of the effort and consistency these guys have played with for most of the season here. Early on we had some question marks with that front, losing so many seniors from the year before, so we were very concerned about staying consistent on both the defensive line and the offensive line, and those guys have matured as a group and provided consistency that we needed to be able to win third downs, and that's kind of the most critical thing we do.
Defensively, I see the improvement, and you tell me every week about this is the third year in the scheme, and you think the guys are getting better at it, and that's really showing on Friday nights.
Yeah, you got Luke there who's been in the middle for 3 years calling this thing and gets us lined up. So obviously third year into this thing, he's more well versed. He's got a good idea what the call is before it comes in there most of the times, probably by studying his scouting reports all week. And our blue coverage has been so good this year that in the past years we weren't able to get into it. So our cover four is better, our tackling has been better. It started year two. We begin every practice with a tackling circuit every day, so we tackle every day in practice. So those things I think are all beneficial to what success we've been having on defense.
The Mountaineers are 9th in the latest point ratings in 3A West. A big challenge this week, Coach, with Northside. They come in with a 3-2 record, but that's kind of pretty deceiving. They've lost a couple games to a couple really good teams, Salem and Pulaski. But talk about Northside and the challenge that they present. I know they have the Basham kid that's already signed to go to Wake Forest, quality quarterback, and the Jackson kid on the outside that really makes plays.
Yeah, well, you got a team of very good athletes, and they're coached well on top of that. So that presents a challenge in its own right. Well coached and athletic. What we got to do is meet their intensity at the line with their physicality, and I think our guys have done that to this point. They haven't backed down from anybody, whatever size. We also have to tackle really well this week in space. You mentioned Trey Jackson. Pound for pound, one of the more elusive backs in this valley area that we live in. So we need to keep him hemmed in. We've got a plan and a scheme with our outside backers to hem him in and let our inside backers scrape over the top, and everybody else rally to the football.
And while we're talking defense and stopping Trey Jackson, we're going to talk to senior Luke Byer, and Luke had a great junior year, 153 tackles. This year he's at 68. He's got 5 tackles for loss. One game, I guess it was the Russburg game, had 28 stops. And Luke, first of all, having a great season. Enjoy watching you play. Tell me about playing defense and what you like about playing defense. It seems like you're always around the football.
You gotta like to hit. You gotta love the physicality of the game. That's what football's about. I mean, it ain't for everybody, I'll tell you that.
Friday night had to be enjoyable, only for the fact that, I know you're probably tired of rain right now, but Friday night out in the rain and the mud and getting dirty and getting after it. Talk about Friday night's game and a big win, a good way to start the district.
Yes, sir. Well, it's always good to win on homecoming night and stuff like that, but like I said, we handled it well. Defense did good. Everybody. It wasn't one person having 20 tackles. Everybody. We all had about around the same amount of tackles and stuff, and getting off the field on third down, forcing punts, and pretty good.
I know you guys have worked really hard, 12 months a year on football, and now it seems like the season just goes by in a hurry. You're halfway through your senior season, and It's hard to fathom working 12 months for 10 Friday nights. Talk about the work you guys put in the off season, before school, after school, all 12 months of the year.
It's definitely all year round between weight room and springtime. You got 7-on-7s and Wednesday night practices and stuff like that, and it's just it goes by way too quick. That's for sure. It's Tyler. He can probably tell you. We're going on. What's this? The 6th game?
Yep.
It's
that's
just
right.
hard to believe we ain't got but 4 more guaranteed.
Yep. Tyler, this is Tyler Brufman. Tyler's been a big play guy on both sides of the ball. 8 catches, 204 yards, averaging 25 yards a catch. You know, he just catches touchdowns, I guess. 8 catches, 3 touchdowns. Got 3 picks on the defensive side. And Tyler, a big year for you. First of all, are you finally feeling maybe healthy? Are you 100%?
Yeah, shoulder's good now.
Tell everybody what you've been through over the past couple years. How did you hurt yourself? And then
Well, freshman year I hurt it at Bath County and played through it for the rest of the year. In baseball season I got it checked out and they told me I had to have surgery. So
and you missed, I guess, about half of basketball,
yeah, half of basketball.
all of baseball,
All
and then next
a little bit of football.
a little bit of
During
football.
the summer.
Right. Talk about how you've come back from that, and you know, I'm sure it's tough sitting around watching your friends play when you can't.
Yeah, it was tough. Then I got back in the weight room, started lifting again, and got my strength back.
Gary, these 2 guys, I know they're leaders on your football team. If you could give me a word about each one of them, and you know, we talked about Luke the other day, a guy that really has worked at it and has become a really good football player.
Yeah, passionate. You know, one word I could say. He puts his heart in it, whether he's in the weight room, putting everything he's got into it, and making others work as well. You know, to that level, or if it's on the field. You know, I can remember him back in the 9th grade in an earth science class, and hey, he did his best in there. So I think it's kind of the way he is put together. Passionate, though, is definitely a word I think would describe him well.
And then Tyler, I remember talking to you about Tyler and what he went through, his rehab, and something that you told me that really kind of stuck with me is that he showed up all the time, and he not only showed up, but he brought a car full of kids with him.
You know, that's what a leader does. A leader can go out there and play well. You know, that's a good player. A leader can do other things. It makes others around him better, and that's what he showed. Not only did he make himself better when he comes to the weight room, but he makes others better by bringing them in his car. You know, you look out there, okay, he's got 1 kid this morning at 7 o'clock, maybe 2 kids out there in the summer. But, you know, he didn't come alone. And, you know, fortunate for us, I think it's spilt over to his little brother because, you know, here he was, a 7th grade middle school player, and he had him in the weight room every time he was there at 7 o'clock. Back in January, cold mornings, you know, it's easy to lay in that bed when it's about 30 or 20 outside. But those guys are in here playing 3 sports and lifting and doing the things that they know to play competitive AAA football you got to do. The days of showing up are over. You got to work to get to that point to be competitive.
And this, you know, it's kind of the same question for you that I asked Luke. You guys put in so much time and so much work and so many hours, and it comes down to 10 Friday nights. I mean, that's I guess it's the price you pay for football.
You know, and you could probably say with the job you got now, when you love doing something, it don't feel like work. You would do things for free. You love covering sports, and I love coaching these kids. They're like an extension of my family. I feel like they're, you know, my own kids, and I have them. Except I get to send them back home and to somebody else to feed. But you know, so it feels like it's your son out there, and you push them. You know, you want greatness for them, and you want them to go to the next step on the rung or the ladder as they climb that. And so you push them, and you just want your kids, like whether you're studying for a test, hey, let's go over one more time, or preparing to play a ball game, hey, one more rep. So you know, it's very time consuming, I guess, from one state, but another state of, you know, it doesn't feel like it because you just love being out there with them. And it's my true blessing to be able to work with these guys.
And you know, you talked about them going and maybe playing at the next level, and you got kids all over the place now playing on Saturdays, and that's got to be rewarding. and it shows that the work they put in.
Absolutely. You love to see the guys that love to chase that thing again up on Saturday afternoons playing. And, it takes work to get to that level. When these guys that commit themselves to football and to making themselves the best athlete they can. And also, it goes along inside with being a good student. You're in college. You need to do the things that takes you to get there. These guys are joy to get them to have opportunities, and you want to go out and stick your neck out for these guys and call coaches, or they call you and ask you, hey, you got somebody that may fill in here or there for us. And so it's definitely good to see some guys continuing on Saturday and working towards that with these guys as they progress in their careers.
I know you don't want to look at your season ending. You still got 5 weeks, and hopefully beyond that, if things go right. Luke, what are you looking down the road? What's your plans for the future? If I can ask you as a senior in high school, nobody knows what their plans for the future are really, but give me some thoughts about what you want to do.
Well, I've been thinking about going and playing college ball somewhere. It depends on if I can get the right school and stuff and things to study, but I've been really looking into like the instrumentation field and stuff like that.
How cool is it, and how cool is it to play with your brother now? Your brother's a linebacker with you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's got to be a pretty fun Friday night. Spend it with your brother, knocking people in the dirt.
Yes, sir. It's something else. We've been waiting for, I guess, 4 years now, 5 years, because it's been a while since we've been on the same team and stuff. But it's a blessing.
Tyler, same with you. What's your situation? What are you looking to do next year?
I'd like to try to play football, but if not, I'm going Dandy for welding probably.
Okay. Three quality individuals here, and it's what high school sports is about. Briefly, I want to talk about this Friday night. 3 football games in the area. Allegheny will be going over to Northside to take on the Vikings. Covington will be going to West Virginia. They play Greenbrier West, and that is a 7:30 start at Greenbrier West. And then Bath County will be at home on Friday for homecoming. They'll play Pocahontas County, West Virginia. Pocahontas ranked 15th in the latest West Virginia point ratings. Quickly looking at a few other sports in the area. Volleyball. Allegheny's in the middle of a 4-game road trip right now. Their next game at home, not till Tuesday, October 13th against Northside. As we shoot this, it'll be on the web on Thursday. Covington's home against Perry McClure in volleyball tonight. And Bath County also a little bit of an extended road trip. Their next home game will be next Wednesday against Craig County. Golf, they're already in their postseason. Actually, Monday was supposed to have been the district tournament or conference tournaments. Rained out. They're scheduled for today, weather permitting. We'll see about that. And in cross country, Jeremy Bartley's Allegheny program, they're running a big meet on Wednesday at Blacksburg High School. That's the Metro meet. Also on Wednesday, Bath County and Covington will be in action in cross country at Perry McClure. I'd like to thank my guests, Luke, Tyler, Coach Burdett, for taking the time out of their day after practice out here in the rain and for making some time for us. 3 days a week now, the Virginian Review, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Pick up a copy. All these webcasts, podcasts will be on thevirginianreview.com. They'll be free. Get on there and look at them, see what you like, see what you don't like, let me know. Twitter, at Virginian Sports. Try to post scores. Being we're not a daily paper, I try to post scores every night when I get them in. And we'd like you to follow us on at Virginian Sports. I'll be back to you next Thursday. We'll be at a different school with a different team with another podcast. Until then, I'm Mark Pfeiffer, sports editor of the Virginian Review. Hope to see you at a high school contest soon. See you later.